Welcome to your 2-hour California Department of Business Oversight CA-DBO Safe Pre-Licensing Elective Course. This course meets the pre-licensing requirements state-specific for those who are going to be licensed as a mortgage loan originator through the California Department of Business Oversight. Course topics and citations: 1 hour covering the California DBO, California Finance Lenders Law, and then 1 hour covering the California Residential Lending Act. Finally, this course is broken into 2 modules. Each module does contain a short quiz at the end, as well as an assignment where you post a couple answers to questions and then notify the instructor in the final item in each module that you have completed the assignment. Your next content item will be released after the instructor has verified successful completion of the assignment. Your course learning objective: 1. Understand the structure and authority of the California DBO. 2. Apply definitions to comply with licensing requirement. 3. Understand licensing and compliance requirements of the Finance Lenders Law. 4. Explain required conduct and prohibited conduct compliance expectations. 5. Understand the actions that the California DBO can take against a licensee or a person who should be licensed for violating the California laws. In this Module 1, the California Finance Lenders Law is addressed, found at California Financial Code-FIN Division 9. There is some overlap of the content covered both in Module 1 and in Module 2. Introduction. This state-specific elective course satisfies the California-specific education requirement and the course is approved by the Nationwide Mortgage Licensing System and Registry. Established as part of the Housing and Economic Recovery Act of 2008, HERA, the purpose of the SAFE Act is to help with the recovery of the nation's housing market turmoil and enhance consumer education and reduce fraud by compelling individual states to establish minimum standards for licensing and registration of mortgage originators. The Conference of State Banking Supervisors, CSBS, found at www.csbs.org, and the American Association of Residential Mortgage Regulators, ARMOR, found at www.aarmr.org, had previously founded the NMLS as a voluntary basis for states to participate and track loan officer licensing for the mortgage industry. NMLS and the CFPB. The SAFE Act effectively compelled states to participate in the NMLS or accept Housing and Urban Development, HUD, as a licensing body for mortgage loan originators. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB, now fulfills HUD's original regulatory role as a result of the Dodd-Frank Wall Street reform legislation. Notice the Capitol Building of California, located in Sacramento, California. Mortgage loan originator licenses issued through the California Department of Business Oversight. MLOs in California are required to complete 20 hours of NMLS-approved education, to include 3 hours of federal law, 3 hours of ethics, 2 hours of non-traditional mortgage lending, 10 hours of electives not designated by topic except for mortgage-related, and finally 2 hours of California law-related instruction. Successful completion of this course meets the 2-hour California-specific requirement. The topics: regulatory authority of the Department of Business Oversight, responsibilities and limitations of the department. 2. State law and regulation definition. Item 3. License law and regulation. Who's required to be licensed, qualifications and application process, grounds for denying a license, D. License maintenance, and then finally item 4. Introduction to compliance. MLOs accept responsibility for helping families with mortgage product and term choices. Mortgage loan originator, MLO, means an individual who, for compensation or gain or in the expectation of compensation or gain, takes a residential mortgage loan application or offers or negotiates terms of a residential mortgage loan. B. Mortgage loan originator does not include any of the following. 1. An individual who performs purely administrative or clerical tasks on behalf of a person meeting the definition of a mortgage loan originator, except as provided in subdivision C of Section 22014. Processors and underwriters are excluded. Persons solely engaged in clerical and administrative tasks are exempt from MLO licensing or registration. Loan processor or underwriter means an individual who performs clerical or support duties as an employee at the direction of and the subject to the supervision and instruction of a mortgage loan originator licensed by the state or a registered mortgage loan originator. In other words, there will always be a licensed MLO on a transaction serving as an advisor to the applicant. The support staff do not discuss or explain loan terms, rates, or disclosures. They do not represent to the public through advertising or other means of communicating or providing information, including the use of business cards, stationery, brochures, signs, rate lists, or other promotional items that the individual can or will perform any of the activities of a mortgage loan originator, shall not be required to be licensed as a mortgage loan originator. Independent contractors may not engage in activities of a loan processor or underwriter for residential mortgage loan unless they get and keep a California DBO issued MLO license. Each independent contractor, loan processor, or underwriter licensed as a mortgage loan originator shall have and maintain a valid unique identifier issued by the nationwide mortgage licensing system and registry.